When studying art, or if you have an interest in art, or it's your profession, it doesn't matter what type of art it is. It could be European, it could be Chinese, it could be Japanese, Indian, African, it doesn't matter. You will often have books that are in other languages. This is extremely common for people in Europe and North America, where if you're studying European art, you may have a publication in French or German or Italian because there is some scholar that published some masterpiece, coffee table, large format images and they did it in their language. So it's very common. Now, it's also common for studying Himalayan and Tibetan art to have books that are in Chinese or Tibetan, sometimes even in Hindi or an Indian language. So what I want to do is introduce a very, very important book that's on a very specific subject, and it's the book is called Thangkas of the 21 Taras. It was published out of the Tibet Museum in Lhasa, and I think it was August 2015. And the book is based on a set of 21 or 22 paintings that are in the holdings of the Lhasa, of the Tibet Museum in Lhasa, and this is a complete set, and the book is soft covered. It's not hard covered, but they have full page images of each of the paintings, plus they have many, many, many details from each. And why this is important is because it's a complete set. They are all masterworks, and they're in the Khenri painting style. And the set of paintings is dated to roughly 1600. And this is not based on any kind of documentation or literature. It is based on the inscriptions on the paintings and who the teacher in the bottom, usually right or left corner of each composition. And this Lama is believed to be, I think, Drikung or Taklung Kagyu. And the closest he's been identified as to roughly 1600, and the painting style to 1600. We also have other paintings done by this atelier, actually in the Museum of Fine Arts in Boston. They have 3 paintings done by this atelier, and but the Boston paintings are likely a little bit earlier. We've done a video on that, and we've documented those paintings quite thoroughly on the HAR website. So the book is in Tibetan, but there is a preface by the curator or the director of the museum. I think it's children, but I'm not sure if it's a man or a woman. And there's also a contents, and the contents is in English, and it lists each of the 21 taras, plus it gives page numbers. So if you're familiar with English and or Sanskrit names of the 21 taras, then you can easily navigate this publication. Now, I should also mention that this is not the Atisha tradition. This is the Suryagupta coming out of Kashmir. Primarily, it came through the Sakya tradition. We have a lot of early ritual texts and descriptive texts by the 5 early Sakya founding lamas, and especially by Chogyal Pagpa. So this is an amazing collection, a complete collection of the 21 taras, and there are side figures. There's teachers at the top, and then there's additional protectors or some deities, figures at the bottom. And also there's, of course, the Khenri style landscape surrounding, which is in more of a borrowed from the Chinese aesthetic. So this is a very important book if you're interested in 2 things. If you're interested in Tara, and then secondly, if you're interested in painting styles and the painting style of the Kensei Chenmo, the Khenri style of painting, which was really flourished in the mid to late 15th century, and then it carried through to the 17th century, and then it really morphed and changed into the Palpung style of Kham Tibet, really developed by Situ Pension and also by the Kampagar painters of the Drukpa Kagyu, also in a more Western Kham, so western side of East Tibet. So it's a very important book from those 2 points. Painting style, and then an interest in the 21 Taras. So we'll leave it there. You can press like, you can subscribe, you can join HAR on Patreon, and you can also make a donation on the homepage of Himalayan Art Resources.